Let me fix this. All right, so I decided to come in this morning and do a little get ready with me live on my VIP page. I don't do this very often and it doesn't make me super comfortable, but I need to deal with it and just do more of them. So I wanted to show you, we have a whole bunch of new products, so I thought I would just go ahead and do the whole face, and you guys can, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I can show you some new products, I can show you some colors, whatever you think, and this will be on here later if you don't have time to watch it now. So totally get it. I will try and make it as short as possible, but lots of new fun stuff. So here we go. So I've already washed my face. I've used my rose water, which seriously, you guys, if you've never used rose water, it is life. This stuff is amazing. Works as an anti-inflammatory, which reduces your redness, shrinks your pores. You can do it before your makeup, you can do it after. This stuff is amazing. So I've already used that before I put my Divine Moisturizer on. Sorry, I'm getting messages. And now I'm going to use our Instant Lifting Serum, which for me is super great. Little goes a long way on this. And what this does is instantly helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It basically just tightens up the skin. It has instant results as well as long-term. So it's got a product in it called Activin XEP, which kind of, if I remember right, it works to kind of paralyze the little muscles that will relax and then relax those little fine lines that you have. And that's on an instant basis. So it works basically right away up to about 6 to 8 hours, and then after that it's like the glass slipper, everything goes back. But it also has long-term effects. So it's got vitamin A in it that works like retinol, so it helps to long-term reduce those fine lines and wrinkles. So I just pat it on everywhere for me so that it helps. But it really adds a smoothness and just a little bit of tautness to your skin that helps pull those away. So I use that every day, and sometimes I use it before my moisturizer, sometimes after. Today I used it after my moisturizer just so that because I got a little ahead of myself. So then after that is my favorite part. We're going to apply the primer. So Glorious Primer, our Glorious Primer is seriously amazing. Oh my gosh, apparently I'm almost out. Doesn't take very much. Little goes a long way. Again, great barrier for the skin. Helps to basically cover up any big pores. Gets your face makeup ready. Helps your makeup stay on longer, go on smoother. Protects from pollutants in the air, as well as makeup getting into your fine lines and your pores. So my favorite product, probably by far, of everything that we have is this primer. It feels like silk on your skin. Once I put it on, I usually like to wait about 5 or 10 minutes before I put my makeup on, but I'm not going to now. I think I have someone coming in the house. Figures as soon as I do this, someone's going to show up at home because it's like a freaking circus in my house. All my kids are here. I never have like 2 minutes alone, ever. Drives me crazy. So, okay. Today, I think I'm going to use BB cream today instead of the liquid foundation. My skin's pretty dry, and this is more moisturizing, leaves my skin a little bit dewier. Lighter coverage, but I'm going to add a little bit of foundation to it. Yep, there comes Sam. Hey, Sam.
How's it going?
Fine. Of course I decided to do a live.
What was that?
I said, of course I decided to do a live right now, but that's okay. I am. It's all right.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's no biggie. So, okay, today I'm using BB cream. And so I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the back of my hand and then add some liquid foundation to it just for a little bit more coverage. I could put concealer on underneath to hide my redness but instead I'm just going to use a little bit of the liquid foundation, which is more of a full coverage, and just put a couple drops in there. It's just out of sheer convenience at the moment. And mix that up. So I'm using honey in the BB cream because I have a little bit more of a tan. And then just, I think, velour in the foundation. I'm gonna just apply that. I love our BB cream because I do have dry skin, so it does work a little bit better for me. If you are more oily to normal, then any of them really would be a great option. But the liquid foundation I can only use when I'm not having a major dry time. So, and I'll just take it, and I am just going to use a blending bud to work this in. Like I said, this is more of a light coverage than the foundation, which is medium to full and buildable. So if you want more of a coverage, then that's a great option. But because everything works so well together, I can just mix them to get what I want out of it. And it's super light, so you don't feel like you're wearing a bunch, or really anything for that matter. You can see how much dewier it is. My lighting in here is just going, let me turn up my light, see if it helps. Maybe, maybe not. Not good lighting in my house for this, I swear. Down, okay. In the camera, man, I look like I'm like soaking wet, but I'm not. Okay, so I do like to work with a blending bud when I use BB cream better than anything. I'm not much for using fingers just because I don't feel like you get a good application, and you really want to push it into the skin rather than rub it around for a better application. Okay. Perfect. All right, so from there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a little highlight, just easy highlight and contour, something super simple, just to add a little dimension. Where's my color? If you saw my desk right now and the makeup all over it. So I'm gonna use velour in the Skin Perfecting Concealer, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit. To my fingers. And I put it obviously under my eyes in a nice deep V, just because you really want that part of your face to pop. So anywhere that you put, obviously the lighter product, the light's gonna hit that and it's gonna pop just a little bit more. Wherever you put the dark color, where I put my contour, is what I really want to hide, which is quite a few places, honestly. So I'm just rubbing this in a little bit, and then I'm gonna use a blending bud one more time. And work that in just a little bit more. Super easy. It makes a huge difference though, just to add a little bit more lightness and dimension to your face. People always think highlight and contour is super hard, and it's really quite easy as long as you just know the places to do it. Very light amount. And so you can see the difference there. And work it in. I know it looks, you can see the yellow in the foundation and then the whiteness, but I'm going to work that through and then just add bronzer on top of it for the contour, just for the dimension. My lighting is not very good, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to find a better place to do this. So this is our beachfront bronzer, and I use this for everything. I use this for bronzing, I use it for contour, I use it on my eyes, I've used it on my lips. It's like super multi-functional. I know it sounds funny, but I swear you can. So as a highlighter, I'm just gonna start the top. So that's kind of the area you want to sink away. My hair is just a zoo. And then bring it down to the cheekbones, just to kind of sink that in a bit. And along the jaw. Just adds just a little bit of sun-kissed look, and then some dimension. I love this product so much, and I actually am using one of the darker shades today. This is Malibu. We have it in 3 different colors. Sunset's the lighter one. My girls go through that like crazy. I'm gonna add just a little bit down. Use this one, yeah. So I'm just gonna take it down the side of my nose. Just to thin out. The nose. And blend that. Okay. Looks better in the mirror than it does on the camera, but you get the idea. All right, so from there, let's see, what should we do quick? One of our new products, I'll show you this really quick because I'll do 2 in a row. Our new ones is the Behold Translucent Setting Powder. This stuff is awesome. So where I have just done highlighter, I'll use the translucent powder, and what this has in it, it has little light diffusing minerals in it, so when you apply it to those areas and the light hits, it actually blurs out like fine lines, which I need. And so I'm doing this really heavy in the areas that I just applied the highlighter. And it's kind of what's called a baking process. And so I'm just gonna leave it on there for a few minutes as it works in. So you just put it on really heavy and you leave it on for a few and you do something else, and then you'll go in and take it off, and it makes a huge difference. So while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna do my brows with our new Brow Obsession palette, which is so awesome. We've had the brow pencil, which is really great, but this thing is amazing. 3 different colors: blonde, brunette, medium, or blonde, brunette, and dark brunette, right? And I'm using brunette. I'm kind of between the two. So if you see, they've got 5 different colors in there. So you have 1 and 2, which are basically your brow colors. 3, or that's 5. 5 over here is a wax to actually set your brows, and then these 2 are highlighters. So I go between 1 and 2 a little bit, just because my brows aren't quite brunette, close, but not quite. So it's super easy. This is our new brow artistry brush. So one side is angled, one side is flat. I take the angled side and then just gonna follow along the bottom of your lash line and draw that out, and then the top. So you're just basically outlining them. Sometimes easier said than done if you have a shaky hand, but. And then fill them in. That's it. And you can go really dark for a bold brow, depending on what you're doing, or just fill it in lightly, but make sure to fill it in. And then the front, as you noticed, I started a little bit further back. when I lined the top. I'm just going to take the lightest color and just lightly blend that color. So it's a huge difference, right? I mean, brows are kind of everything. They will frame your face. They make you look much younger. So as you age, you lose brow and it makes you look older. Okay, so let me get the other one done. Same thing along the bottom. Hey Kellyanne, my brows are completely different. This one is so small. My other one is a little bit fuller, so I really have to kind of work. How bad is my lighting, Kellyanne? It looks really glowy. I have poor lighting for, even though I'm in front of a massive window, you would think it'd be good. Okay. So fill in the front again, super light, just blending it back. And if you don't know the brow trick, to figure out exactly where your brows start, arc and end, you want to start your brow from the end of your nose, straight up, end it out to the corner of your eye, and then arc is right at the pupil. So, and mine, because I've had some aggressive waxers in my day, I'm missing some brow. Okay, so I have the colors on. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I use the pink and get a good amount on that, and then underneath the brow. And this is just gonna clean up the edges and highlight. Okay. And that's the pink, okay? Just for a little bit of a highlighter, if you can see that. And then I'm gonna take the cream and that'll make it pop a little bit. It's a little bit more of a cream consistency than the powder that goes on your brows. Normally I would put that on this on the top of my brows, but I'm not going to because I'll show you another new product that we have. Oh my gosh, really? Seriously, are the only two people on here my two girls? That's why I love doing these things so much. Okay, let's add a little bit of the wax. I kind of like this stuff. If you have those crazy little flyaways, just adding a little wax to the brow is really kind of nice. Okay, super easy, makes the biggest difference on your face. I swear it does. I never really thought brows were much of a big deal until I started doing them and realizing that mine were kind of a mess. So now the all of the translucent powder that I put on my face, we're gonna remove. And those of you that didn't see me put it on and wonder why I was glowing so much, that's why. Okay, so I let it sit, put it on right before I started my brows, and just brushing it off now. And it's just gonna give a nice little glow. And make that area pop just a little bit more. All right, then the last thing I'm going to do before I apply some blush is throw just a little bit of pressed powder to even it all out. And this is my, probably, well, it's one of my favorite products. I love our pressed powder because it just softens up everything and blends it all together. Man, my nose looks super white today. My hair's crazy. All right, let's throw on some blush and then we're gonna play with some eyes. My everyday go-to blush, Sweet, all the time. This is, I've said it before, I say it every time I think. I said I've had this blush since I've started. I've never replaced it. It is probably my 80% use. We have 5 blushes, but I use this one almost every day. It's an easy color that looks good on everybody. It's soft, and our products are so highly pigmented that they last forever, or close to it. All right, just a little bit of pop of color over the highlighter that I did. You can still see that. Okay, let's play with some eyes. What am I gonna do today? I'm gonna curl my lashes first. Whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use one of our palettes because as you guys have seen, every day I have posted something about one of our palettes because we have such a great kudos going on this month. So any one of our 5 palettes, which are all incredible, any one of our 5 palettes you can get for a reduced amount, and it will also include our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara as well as a eyeliner of your choice, and then a super cute makeup bag. So I like to curl my eyelashes before I do anything so that they are ready for mascara, and I don't want to do it after I put on my eye makeup because, well, then I'm going to mess it up. So now that that is done, what am I going to use today? Today, let's just do palette 1, I think. Palette 1 is one of my favorites. Probably, it's kind of like my blush. It's your easy go-to. Where is it? Seriously, you have to see my desk. It's an easy color for everyone to use. It's neutrals, your browns and golds. Obviously, I use this a little bit. Check out those colors though. They're so pretty. Now, let's see, do I want to try something new? Or do I just want to do what I usually do? And if I'm going to do this live, I should probably just do what I usually do and not make a disaster area. So, I'm going to start out with Chipper. This brown here, which is it's a nice light, easy camel color. So I'm going to use that with a fluffy brush and just place it in the crease of my eye. Just going to kind of tap it in, get what I want on there. And then just blend it out. So this is just kind of a transition color for me. So this is the first color I'm going to put on just lightly in my crease and a little bit higher. And then I will darken that up. You wouldn't even need to. You could actually just wear this color on your eye if you wanted to. But I may as well use a couple other colors. So make sure to blend at every color. See, this blends really nice. Just right up into the brow line so that it doesn't really look harsh and it looks natural. And other eye. Left eye is my challenge eye. Well, left eyebrow, challenge eyebrow, left eye. Must be the fact that I'm just right-handed. blend it out. It's just super soft. This palette is one that anybody could use, seriously. Colors are simple, they're soft, they're easy. You can go smoky and dark with them if you want. And you can go light and simple. But it's so pretty. And you've got your mattes, you've got your shimmers, and you've got actually a full-on glitter, the gold, which I will probably put on my lid. So, I mean, how pretty is that color by itself? I just love that. So let's go a little bit darker in the crease. I'm gonna use my angled shadow brush here. I love this brush. So it's got just a little bit of an angle, and I'm actually gonna go to this dark Zealous. Thanks, Angelina, sweet. I'm gonna use Zealous here and just put a little bit of that on the angle and then just set it into my crease for some depth. Make my crease show up just a little bit better. And once you set it in there and you have all that you want, then you're going to blend it out. I'm going to use actually a blending brush that I've got just to get a soft blend. And so I'm blending that right into the crease, and you'll still have the first color that I used as a transition that's still over the top of it. And then this just sits right into the crease to add the depth. But blending, people, that's the one thing that you see people forget, and it really shows up. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this here on the other eye. So just in the crease, and then I'm gonna take it to a V and just bring it down that portion of my lid, just V it out. And blend it. I like this look because it's just easy. You can wear it anywhere. You can dress it up if you want to. If I wanted to go out, then I could darken it up and make it, you know, pop even more for the evening, but for daytime. Super simple. And I'm just going to use a nude lip with it. So you see the depth that it just created? I love that. So super easy way to make your eyes look just a little more inset, and your lids to pop out a tad. So let's go ahead and put on, I'm gonna use Brassy, which is this really great shimmery gold right on the lid. And it's basically gonna be just the mid to the front because I filled in the dark with that Zealous. So see how pretty that is? It's just a gorgeous color. I love this palette. And these palettes, you guys, are typically $49. So by getting the palette of your choice, whatever color you want, a liner of your choice, the mascara, and a bag for $74 is a over 20% discount, I think it is. So it's a great deal. So $49.29, you're already at $80 there. $15 for a liner and then the bag. So it's a pretty good deal, and it's going on all month. And not only that, but we have a couple other good things going on. Is that if you always with Younique, if you spend $100, you get free shipping. So that's always a great thing to do. And you can add anything in. You could add in this liner brush, you could add in blending buds, you could add in the rose water or the primer, oh seriously, and you get free shipping. But even better than that is that this month, we have double points for our hostesses. So if you were going to spend $100, then I would have you tell me first, and I could make a shopping link for you. You could order on your own shopping link, and then you would get $20 in YCash and a half price item to use the next time that you shopped with us. So you would save yourself some money the next time just for ordering $100 worth. So literally you'd have $20 back and a half price item that you could use on anything from a collection down to the smallest item, whatever you wanted. So, okay, so there we did, so we've got Chipper, we've got, I'm gonna forget the name, Chipper, Zealous in the crease, Brassy on the lid, and I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of liner, and I'm gonna use our proper liner, which is our black, and I'm gonna use that on my lash line. And where's my other brush? That's what I do need. Let's take a little bit before we end. I'm going to take a little bit of this color that I put in the crease and just bring it down below to draw that down, smoke out the bottom eye. So typically there's enough left on the brush to do this, but I brushed it off before I put it away. So I'm going to just grab a little bit more. And by bringing that down to the bottom of your eye, you're really tying together the crease with the bottom, and it pulls your eye and makes it look just a little bit bigger. Okay. Now let's take this black liner, and I'm going to do my waterline. With that, both top and bottom. So instead of doing liner above my lashes, I'm doing it right at my waterline. If you've never done this before, just be careful. But it is a great way to add some drama to your eyes a little bit. Okay, and my eyes are gonna water a tad. As soon as they're done, now I'm gonna take that brush one more time and just work whatever came down into the brown and smoke that out. I got a little bit of extra eyeshadow that needs to be cleaned up. A little bit of a little concealer on this concealer brush so it can pull that out. Okay, good enough. Like I said, I'm not really going anywhere except to volleyball practice tonight with my daughter, which I just sit upstairs and work. Okay, that is that. Let's go ahead and get one coat of mascara on. So 3D fiber lashes. If you've never used them, you're totally missing out. If you have, well, it's probably time for a new set. As many of you used our first, you loved it. You tried our second, didn't love it as much. Don't blame you. This one, so good. Seriously, so good. I love this stuff, even better than the first. So let's go ahead and add it really quick. So gel first, and probably not on the hair. Gel the lashes really good. We used to have people use a base coat of mascara, but we don't do that anymore. So one good coat of gel here, And you'll already see your lashes really change because it is basically just like a mascara. But it's got polymers on it that will help have fibers adhere to it and make these massive lashes that everybody wants. So this is the gel, or excuse me, the fibers. Of my first coat. You see the difference in my lashes? Because seriously, I have none. It totally is way better than regular mascara. Regular mascara is such a joke in comparison. And I have tried so many of them. When our second mascara came out and it wasn't as good as the first, I went and bought all the ones that they said were top sellers. I bought Better Than Sex, I bought the Clinique ones, I bought all of them. And even our second mascara that was not at its best was better than all of those. So I knew that we couldn't complain. But this mascara beats them all, hands down, by far. And yeah, our mascara lasts about 6 to 8 weeks. And I would say replace it every 6 to 8 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. Because we don't put a bunch of preservatives in our mascara. We don't have the additives and to keep it, you know, lasting as long as some of those other ones that you can buy at Target or anywhere else that you have no clue what's in them. It's always find it crazy that people really, really want to know what's in this, which is I'm happy to tell them. But then when they go to the store to buy mascara at Target or Nordstrom or anywhere else, they don't ask. There's nobody to ask. They don't know. Right? It's kind of one of my little pet peeves. I have a few of them. All right, let's go throw some on the bottom. I do not use fibers on the bottom. I've had people ask. I don't. Some girls do. But it's a little too much for me. I suppose if you were, you know, had a big night out, something cool going on, then you could really make your eyes stand out. Okay, so that is one coat. I will do a second coat on mine because I like mine a little bit bigger. So I'll do a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips really quick. I already used my exfoliator on my lips because they were totally in need. And usually I put a bonbon on it first just to condition, but I forgot. So let's just go ahead. I think I'm going to use Pouty and Well-To-Do today. And I want my gloss, but I think it's in my purse. So this is Pouty. This is like the perfect nude liner. Not kidding. It's so great. Our lip liners are so smooth. They stay on really well. I like to overline my lips a bit so they look a bit bigger. Do they? Good. That's all I need is to be told I have a big mouth again. I guess that way would be okay. Shoot, I wish I had my purse in here. I want my liner or my gloss. Oh well. All right. Line Well-To-Do. My favorite lipstick. Total nude. I try to do the bright colors, but I still go back to the nude colors. They're my favorite. I'll get my gloss afterwards, but our new, is it the Lunar? Yeah. The Lunar one that has a little bit of gold shimmer is so pretty over the top of this. Had it out here, but I threw it in my purse yesterday. All right, last thing, I'm gonna go ahead and just do one more coat of the mascara and then I'm done. And I've made you guys sit here long enough. But if you have questions about colors, if you have questions about the kudos, why do I have stuff falling really quick? I'll get it after. Questions about colors, questions about the kudos, then drop me a message, send me a PM, whatever. If you are thinking of ordering and you order more than $100 worth of products, then let me know so I can give you a link so that you can at least get $20 worth of free product and a half price the next time you shop, because that would be huge, especially since we have our new products will launch at convention in October, and we have we just launched a new loose powder foundation that I did some pre-orders for. Oh my gosh, my hair. And I ordered some of those. So they flew off the shelf so fast. It's kind of like when we got our liquid foundation in. We had a 6-month supply that sold out in, what, 2 weeks? It was crazy. I don't complain about back orders or sellouts because it just means that everybody wants our product. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy to do pre-orders for people, and I have all these loose fibers falling because I'm talking and not paying attention. Okay, so that's my second fiber. I will top coat with the gel one more time, but I'm gonna do one more thing just to show you guys one of our other new products. I'm gonna get these little flakes off me. Okay, my other new ones is our illuminizers, right? And this one, yeah, I'm gonna use this one. This is Lustrous. We have 7 colors, is that right? In powder, we have it in cream that's like this. You can mix it with your BB cream or your foundation. You can put it on underneath, rub it in, put your foundation over it for another, for a glow. And then we have the stick that is a cream to powder finish. That's actually the same color. Let me pull that out. Look at this. It would probably take me like forever to use this, but it's a great, easy application for anybody that's not sure how to apply luminizers. That's a great way to do it. But this powder is also super easy with this fan brush. So I'm just gonna take it and apply it on the top of my cheeks. Just for a little, see that? It's like I'm a unicorn. Or an angel. Yeah, that ain't it. We all know better than that. Okay, and then I didn't do the little pink and cream on my my brow palette above my eyebrows, which is what I would typically do. So I'm gonna use, I didn't because I was gonna use this. And then a little bit down the nose and here, and then Cupid's bow right there. And especially if you do it after you put your lipstick on, it will stick a little bit and make that lip pop. The other trick is when you do, and I didn't do it, when you do your contour, if you put your contour right at the bottom of your lip, here I'll have a little bit, I might be able to do it. It'll make your lip pout. That's one of my highlighter brushes. And see, it makes your lip it gives you a little pout. So there's great little ways to cheat and fake on your face. Things that you don't have and you wish you did. So, luminizers are amazing. Our translucent powder is amazing. The new powder foundation I haven't got yet, but I will show you when I do get it. And I'm hearing amazing things about it. So if you are a fan of Bare Minerals, then you have to check that out because it's seriously going to, it's going to be better. It always is. It's going to be better than Bare Minerals. So, all right, you guys, that's it. I'm going to top coat my eyelashes and be done. Thanks for bearing with me. And if you watch this later, which most of you will because, well, it's that time of the day that everybody's busy. Let me know if you have any questions. Kellyanne, thanks for hanging with me. Love you, girl. And I'm sure I'll chat with you soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.